crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir. RoadToRuda.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. All right, a couple things. Yesterday was a big day on Ruda. We did a live chat for an hour talking about silver, potential for $600 silver, and everything else that's craziness that's going on in our world. Go to the Road to Ruda YouTube channel, and you can see it right here. It's the second one. Then we released the new song. It's not new. It's an old song. It's at the beginning and end of this video and all videos I've been doing lately. It is The Way of the Crypto Warriors. My employee, part-time employee, Josh, has put together a YouTube video of it. It's got my friends in there. It's got all the crypto warriors out there who are running out, spreading the word that there's another way to go besides bailing out the banks every 2 minutes and being at their mercy. Literally, we are at the bank's mercy and they do not treat us well. We bail them out so they can make crazy leveraged derivative bets. How insane is that? And use that money to suppress the price of gold and silver and cryptos. How insane is that? We need to get out of that system. The only way to do it, and I keep saying this, there's no such thing as a smooth transition here. The only way to do it is to pull the plug on them. And I think at some point, the good guys, as I call them, will decide, this whole smooth transition thing ain't going to work. If we keep rigging the markets to pretend that the stock market is high, what's going to happen after we take out the bad guys? We'll be stuck with a fake economy using fake numbers, fake data, and computer market manipulation by Steve Mnuchin, who should be in jail. He shouldn't be leading our treasury. He is a complete market rigger from Goldman Sachs. The head of IT of Goldman Sachs is now the head of the U.S. Treasury. That's insane. That's insane. So go check out the new song. Every time I put out a new song, YouTube shadow bans it. As you can tell, look at these videos all have like 15, 17,000, 16,000, 8,000. Look at the Crypto Warrior song, 1,800 views. Please go check out the Crypto Warrior song. Just go to Road to Ruda. It's called The Way of the Crypto Warriors by Bix Weir. That would be me. And you'll see a lot of your friends in there. So check it out. Hopefully we can get this over 2,000. That's how insane the bots are at blocking anything related to music and freedom. And I saw it with the song They, although they did pretty well and is still doing well. Check out that song too. I'm going to put together a big playlist of the music stuff that you guys can check out. So watch that song and let's see if we can get that up over 2,000 views, which is crazy. All right. Let's talk silver. Silver's at $18. $18. Yes, it is absolutely undervalued, massively undervalued. This is the 6-month chart. This is the year of COVID. In economic crisis with a monetary metal, you'd think the monetary system crashing, nobody believes in the US dollar. You'd think in a normal world, the prices would go up. Now, some have argued that because silver is an industrial metal as well, it should be going down because you're not going to be using as much on the industry side. That's actually not true. The reason that's not true is that the physical silver out there has nothing to do with price. Zero to do with price. It doesn't matter what supply and demand is. It doesn't matter that all the mines in Mexico and South America, which produce most of the silver, have been shut down since the COVID thing. It doesn't matter how much physical silver is on the market. It doesn't matter how much silver you buy. It is a derivative game. It is fake. It is phony. As a matter of fact, you can see it by the COMEX futures numbers. Look at these numbers. Insane this week. Look at this. 111. That's 120,000 contracts, which is 600 million ounces of silver. 600 million ounces of silver traded yesterday to rig the price. That's a big number. Over half a billion ounces of silver traded yesterday on these criminal exchanges. It's not about position where you are at the end of the day. It's not about what you hold. Ted Butler analyzes it from that perspective and nails it. But it's not that's not where price is determined. Price isn't determined at the point that people are holding at the end of the day. Price is determined on the trades going on during the day. Why? This could be 6 billion, 6 trillion, 6 quadrillion ounces of silver could trade yesterday, and the price wouldn't move. It's a game, it's a con, it's a fraud. All protected by the CFTC, the U.S. Treasury, and the bullion banks. We've talked about this I've talked about it for 20 years now. Proven who did it. Alan Greenspan invented the first computer programs back in the 1960s to rig the markets. He blames himself for Y2K. Then the big bullion banks took over all the computer rigging programs, put their servers right next to the stock exchanges, right next to the commodity exchanges, so they could front run all your transactions. Steve Mnuchin can click a mouse and put the price of silver to 0 or negative. And he could also click a mouse and put it to $1 million or $1 trillion per ounce. That's how fake this system is. And it isn't until these guys go away that we're going to see the real fair market value of silver emerge at some point. Interesting to note, the July delivery contracts, we're up at almost 100,000 contracts right now. If today was the last day, it always goes down near the time it's going to settle. Jeffrey Christian will say, oh, that's just normal. People roll over their contracts to the next month. Potentially. What happens if they don't, though? They're going to have to come up with 500 million ounces of silver to deliver, and there isn't 500 million ounces of silver available. I'm sorry, there just isn't. Now, the banks have already, according to Ted's analysis, JP Morgan's been leasing out its silver because the world doesn't have any silver right now. They're trying to lease out their silver until the COVID thing is over, and then all the mine production will start again. They'll start exporting silver. I don't think that Mexico really wants to export their silver anymore. I don't think South America really wants to export their silver. So the banks could be in a problem come delivery dates. July. Wouldn't it be beautiful to see July 1st, 2nd, 3rd have huge deliveries, and then July 4th we have freedom? That would be a good birthday present for me. And there's a potential there. All they got to do is stand for delivery, because there is not that kind of silver out there. Would JP Morgan give up all its physical silver? Ted's like, yeah, they probably have 600 million ounces left now from their billion, because they've been playing games with it, obviously. And don't forget who the custodian is of SLV. If you own SLV, you can kiss that goodbye. JP Morgan controls multiple ownership of the SLV silver. I hope everybody understands that. Anyway, so yes, I did buy some silver today. I'm very bullish on silver. I want as much silver as possible when this game ends. As much silver as possible. Physical silver in your own possession. If you don't have a dealer, local dealer, go local. Get your silver there first. If you don't have one, send Andy Scheckman an email, andy@milesfranklin.com, milesfranklin.com. Or call your silver broker that you deal with. Find someone you trust. You need, if they're going to say, oh yeah, we'll get you your silver in 2 weeks, they don't have it, don't wait. This baby might not be around in 2 weeks. So have them ship what they got in inventory. And then number one, go to your local guys. Build a relationship between them, play off each other, say, hey, Joe's got Silver Eagles for $5 over spot. What are you going to do for me? Oh, I got $4.50. Okay. And then go back to Joe. He's got $4.50, and then it'll come down to where they can't come down anymore, and that's deal. Make it happen. So yes, definitely silver is the call right now at $18. Look at that. $18 at the moment. Watch, it'll change real fast. $18 is a ridiculous value for silver. There's no silver left in the world that is available. It's all being done right here on these insane paper/electronic derivative markets. This is what is going to explode. And as you can tell, look at the volumes they're building. That's a great sign. That means the good guys could be looking at a July delivery where they deliver, say, hey, JP Morgan, just give me 200 million ounces and we'll call it even. JP Morgan says, no, are you kidding? I'm running out of silver. And then JP Morgan has a problem with the credits they're allowing to lease their silver and gold. They're doing gold as well. JP Morgan is the largest criminal bank on planet Earth. How can the Department of Justice who has 6 JP Morgan traders on RICO charges, allow JP Morgan, the company, to be the massive participant it is in gold and silver. Massive. Why is that allowed? Because they need the system to be rigged as long as possible. That's our government. That's what we're preserving. That's America today. That's what we got to get rid of. All right, speaking of things we got to get rid of, those of you, the Black Lives Matter movement, I understand the racial discrimination. I'm understanding it more and more lately. It's absolutely, the black people have been played for decades. But in reality, you got to look at who's funding. Who are the people behind it? You don't want to get rid of the cops. The cops are on your side. It's the people behind it, the people funding it, the people pulling the strings. Candace Owens' latest tweet. Wow, this video is really important, and every person needs to watch and share it. Black Lives Matter donations go directly to a super PAC called Act Blue that has given hundreds of millions of dollars to Democrats running for president. There's your problem. You think you're giving to Black Lives Matter to improve black lives? No, you're giving it to the Democrat Party. Democrats who have enslaved blacks forever and continue to enslave blacks. Who has been the Black Party for the last 50 years? The Democrats. Why? Because they'll give you little things, but they won't give you your freedom. And that's not good. So just know Black Lives Matter is run by the Democratic Party, and Candace Owens has a great tweet on this, and it is true. Absolutely. Let's take a look at it. All right, take a quick look at this. Here we go. Black Lives Matter, make a donation. Transform the world. Donate. And look where you're donating. ActBlue.com. All the money you give to Black Lives Matter goes to ActBlue.com, a registered charity. Who is Act Blue? There it is. Act Blue. Let's look at where Act Blue spends its money in 2020. Top recipients: Bernie for president, Elizabeth Warren, Pete Buttigieg, all of them. It's a Democratic funnel. Look at that. $100, $200, $300 million went to Bernie through Black Lives Matter. How is that helping black lives? Where could that money be better spent? Insane. Absolutely insane. Interesting letter I got from a subscriber. This is a guy who was he was like I don't think they call it, I don't know what they call it. The Pope assigns people to certain jobs. And this is the guy that was let me get the language right here. It's Carlo Virego, tutelar Archbishop of Iopia, former apostolic nuncio of the United States of America. So the Pope assigned him to the United States of America. And look what he's saying on his official stationery and everything. And I don't know if this is true, but reading it, it's very interesting. It talks about the fight between the good and the bad that's going on right now that Trump's having to deal with. Let me read a little bit of it. In recent months, we've been witnessing the formation of two opposing sides that I would call biblical. This is a letter to Trump from the ex-attaché to the United States from the Pope. In recent months, we have been witnessing the formation of two opposing sides that I would call biblical: the children of the light and the children of the darkness. The children of the light constitute the most conspicuous part of humanity, while the children of the darkness represent an absolute minority. And yet the former are the object of a sort of discrimination which takes place in them in a situation of moral inferiority with respect to their adversaries, who often hold strategic positions in government and politics, in the economy, and in media. In an apparently inexplicable way, The good are held hostage by the wicked and by those who help them, either out of self-interest or fearfulness. These two sides, which have a biblical nature, follow the clear separation between the offspring of the woman and the offspring of the serpent. On one hand, there are those who, although they have 1,000 defects and weaknesses, are motivated by the desire to do good, to be honest, to raise a family, to gauge of work, to give prosperity to their homeland, to help the needy, and in obedience to the law of God, to merit the kingdom of heaven. On the other hand, there are those who serve themselves, who do not hold any moral principles, who want to demolish the family and the nation, exploit workers to make themselves unduly wealthy, foment internal divisions and wars, and accumulate power and money. For them, the fallacious illusion of temporal well-being will one day, if they do not repent, yield to the terrible fate that awaits them far from God in eternal damnation. This is the interesting thing. Remember, this is a letter from literally a employee of the church to President Trump. In society, Mr. President, these two opposing realities coexist as eternal enemies, just as God and Satan are eternal enemies. And it appears that the children of darkness, whom we may easily identify within the deep state which you wisely oppose and which is fiercely waging a war against you these days, have decided to show their cards, so to speak, by now revealing their plans. They seem to be so certain of already having everything under control that they have laid aside that circumspection and until now had at least partially concealed their true intentions. The investigations already underway will reveal the true responsibility of those who managed the COVID emergency. Not only in the area of healthcare, but also in politics, the economy, and the media. We will probably find that in this colossal operation of social engineering, there are people who have decided the fate of humanity, arrogating to themselves the right to act against the will of the citizens and their representatives in the governments of nations. That's a big deal. And that's a good summary of what's going on. This is a battle between good and evil. And they are in the minority. They're tiny, but they're in positions of power. They're in the media. They're in the social media. They're in the tech companies. They're in the government. That is not the vast majority of people who want to do good. The children of the light versus the children of the darkness. Keep fighting, my friends. And if you are looking for Theta, some people have said, well, Theta's going down. Well, I don't want to buy it. That's when you buy a crypto. Theta is for the future. Theta is going to be on every smart TV. It's going to be on every device. The new Internet 2.0. So yes, I am giving away 100 Theta and 100 Theta Fuel with every private road membership or renewal. This is mailed to your front door. I know a lot of you aren't in cryptos yet. You say it's too complicated. It's too hard. This makes it easy. Join the Road to Ruda, 1-year subscription. I will send you Theta and Theta Fuel in an envelope directly to your house. I've been doing it for a long time. Those of you who've been on the Road to Ruda for a while, remember when I was giving away 1/10 of a Bitcoin when Bitcoin was $200. So people have this piece of paper in their vault. And that piece of paper has their private address, their private key, and their public address. And they can bring that Bitcoin back right now and sell it for $950. That's what hodling does for you. And the best way to hodl, stick it on a paper wallet, shove it in your safe. Anyway, this is Bix Weir. Don't forget to watch The Way of the Crypto Warriors. Actually, I'll attach it to this end of this video so you guys can see it. You guys take care, and all you crypto warriors out there, keep it up, my friends. Here we go.
Well, you start with Bitcoin and you know nothing. You make your first wallet and you think you got something. Secure your private keys, you don't, all your coins will be gone. Now you're a coiner and it's time to learn on. From Banking tech, social net, cryptos are hard, but you gotta get your feet wet, gotta get your mind set for change. And it's the way of the crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way. The way of the crypto warriors, after all the crazy politics fade away, you got something to say. Live a crypto warrior way. There's Kenny Bowes that kills, show up in your town. The fiat in his pocket, always dressed like a clown, but he pulls out his phone, always pays for what he owes in crypto. Big old John Kim erases all Charlie's doom. Satoshi light is feeling right with John in chat rooms, and he takes care of Litecoin. We know it's the right one for change. It's the way of the crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way. The way of the crypto warriors, after all the crazy politics fade away, you got something to say. Live a crypto warrior way. Well, let me tell you about my friend. His name is Bitcoin Ben, a truck driving man. Everybody loves him, and he's spreading the word. He shares what he heard, secret plan. And there's Snippy by Joe, can't miss the J-Snip show. Cause I confess the treasure chest goes on the know. He teaches us tech, cause he's seen a few wrecks, so go slow. It's the way of the crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way. The way of the crypto warriors, after all the crazy politics fade away, you got something to say. Live a crypto warrior way. Cause everybody wants to be a hero, and everybody has dreams of a better day. But if everybody knew we could change everything that we do, then everybody live a crypto warrior way. And everybody live a crypto warrior way. And you can live a crypto warrior way.
Yeah! That was great.